Hey everyone, if you've been following my videos on how to make a scratch-built skeleton and corpse, then you're probably wondering at this point what I'm going to do for his head. Well, I picked up this plastic skull at the skeletonfactory.com, I believe it was, and it was now $3 or $4. And I saw a tutorial, I believe, from Dr. Creepy. And if you've never seen his videos, go check him out. It's Dr. Creepy with a K. He's got some good stuff. But he had a different version of this. This is my version. Basically took the skull and I cut a slot right up through the back of the skull all the way to the front. Okay, and that just allows you to open it up, get in there a little bit, and pull the dried skull out once it's finished. But whoops. Basically just take petroleum jelly and spread it all over every little nook and cranny inside the plastic skull there. You want to make sure you get in all the teeth areas and the nose and the eyes. And that petroleum jelly is going to act as a release agent for the expanding foam. Okay, then you duct tape it together, or you can use bungee cords. I use duct tape, it worked pretty well. Whatever works to hold it together nice and tight. Spray your expanding foam in there. Focus around all the facial features first, and just kind of work your way around to the back. And make sure you leave a big enough void in there, because that stuff will expand. It will fill up that skull. In fact, I got a little bit carried away and it kind of squirted out all over the place, made a big mess. So you want to be careful of that. Also, be sure to wear old clothes, because that stuff will not come out of your clothes. Okay, well, this is the result that I came up with here. In no way is this a perfect skull. There's lots of voids and cracks and holes everywhere. But for the application that I'm using, this is perfect. Okay, it's real cheap duplicate of a skull. Now, I didn't necessarily like the look. I wanted him to have an open mouth. So I took a coping saw and I cut between his teeth and up, and basically cut the whole lower jaw off. I then used a rotary tool to shape around the tongue and the roof of the mouth, stuff like that, kind of give it more of a realistic look. And this is what I come up with right here. Glued it back together, and that looks pretty cool. I use nails. You can kind of see the nails. There's one right there, one on the other side. Just kind of forced those nails in there and stuck it where I wanted to, and glued around the edges. That worked really well. I then took an X-Acto knife and cut some of the details out around the teeth. Okay, painting and skin grafting for the skull is now complete. Basically just gave it a black base coat primer and went over it with the red, the cherry red gloss blood color, and then I gave a really light dusting of pink. If you don't have pink, I suppose white might work too, but I just really love the effect that gave. I wish I would have done that for the rest of the skeleton. That really would have looked cool for the rib cage, but that's okay. I'll do that for the next one. Once we get the finished coat of stain over the plastic, you're probably not going to notice it anyway, but it just really gave an awesome appearance. And one thing I would recommend, and I don't know if you can see it in the video, but if you can put the skin on, or the plastic on, when the paint is still tacky, it really gives kind of a neat effect. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really it looks real, and it looks pretty gross. So next up, I'm going to start assembling everything, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.